What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. Bowman Draft Day is today. Well, yesterday. Time of recording, it's today. Man, the Tops and Fanatics marketing team spared no expense on this one. One of the things that they have talked about and that we talked about prior to or when Fanatics was announced that they were kind of taking over the space is that you don't usually see commercials for baseball cards, for sports cards. You don't see a big marketing push behind this stuff, behind releases. And wow, they went all in on this one. You could call it a gimmick, you could call it whatever you want, but there's no denying they are marketing the hell out of Bowman Draft 2023, mostly, basically entirely on the back of one Mr. Tom Brady. Now, as I discussed in the Sunday video, and people in the comments seem to kind of back this up. Generally speaking, Bowman Draft is a very popular product. It might be the most popular Bowman product outside of Sapphire. But this particular class, obviously this can change in an instant. Guys that we've never heard of before all of a sudden are the next Juan Soto 3, 4, 5 years from now. That's part of the appeal of the Bowman products. But out of the gates, the class seems kind of weak. There's a pretty good Tigers hitter. The top guy is a pitcher for the Pirates. That's never a good sign. One being a pitcher and two being a Pirate. At least a Pittsburgh Pirate anyway. So normally I don't know that this particular release, it's going to get hype because it's Bowman Draft, but it's not going to get this sort of hype with this Montreal Tom Brady thing. We're going to go over some of the stuff that they've done around this because a lot of it dropped today. I didn't know that this nonsense was all going to come out regarding this. Obviously, they've been pumping the Tom Brady thing pretty hard, but it is kind of bad. Someone mentioned this in my comments on a video earlier, that the number one chase in the product in your baseball, just listen to this for a second, your flagship baseball minor league prospect product, Bowman, first Bowman's the whole 9 yards, the number one chase is a retired football quarterback. Just let that marinate for a minute. Let that really sink in there. And boy, oh boy, boxes are expensive. We've talked about this a bunch. Jumbos, $525. Super Jumbos, $750. A case of Jumbos, $4,000. And you can see Super Jumbos have already sold out. I'm recording this in the afternoon, early evening, on 12/12 day. They were up on Fanatics. I believe those sold out as well. So the product is a moving. Some things they have done around this, and whether you like the Bowman Draft product in this particular configuration, I don't know anyone that actually likes it at these prices. But even if you want to chase singles, whatever the case might be, you got to give them credit. They put their money where their mouth is when it comes to marketing. You might not like it, but they are definitely marketing the hell out of this thing. First off, first thing this morning, I'm not going to play the commercial. You could go watch it. You've probably already seen it. Tom Brady commercial comes out with basically a Marvel what if style. If Brady's having a dream where he is a baseball player, and there's some really funny moments in it. There's a spot where they're talking about losing to the Giants, and it's Vladimir Guerrero, Pedro Martinez, and Larry Walker. And it's like they've won multiple world championship rings with Brady as a star player. It is, say what you will about it, $750 boxes. The commercial is very well done. I will give them credit on that one. It's about a minute long. Like I said, go check it out. But it is very, very well done. And then to add on top of that, Eli Manning, this was posted on the Topps Instagram. I think he put it on his own. It's been all over the place today. Because like I said, in the commercial, he jokes, we beat everybody except for the Giants because, Brady lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. And then Eli posts this, which is him basically kind of playing to character. And he's in a San Francisco Giants uniform with 2 World Series rings. Obviously, he won Super Bowls. But just some fun back and forth between those two with, MLB's official account commenting on this, Rubens, the whole 9 yards. Once again, I don't know if this was part of this. I don't know if he just did this to clap back. I'm imagining Fanatics paid him to make this. I don't know. Regardless, it was pretty funny. And then the icing on the cake, this just got announced, I don't know, maybe a half an hour ago as of time of recording. A Tops Now card. A Bill Belichick Tops Now in a Montreal Expos hoodie is now up on the website to chase. If you're watching this first thing in the morning, you will still have a chance to potentially nab this. Now, the fun part here is, and full disclosure, they got me. I ordered 5 of these. More so for the chase, though it'll be astronomical because they'll probably sell 1 billion of these things. So there's the normal, you get the different parallels that you could potentially get out of here. But they are randomly, normally when they do Tops Now, they put the autographs for sale separately at a much higher price, and you can, smack the bin button on it. In this case, the autographs are randomly inserted. There's only, what is it? Let's see, 25, 35, 40, 41 of them. And they have inscriptions on them. This one says, Tom can't hit, but he can throw. There's no R there. Forgot the R. And it's signed by Bill Belichick. So those 30, what did I say? 31, 41 autographs will be randomly inserted in, much like how they do the parallels. Listen, your odds are long, but I figured, what the hell? I'd take a crack at it for $32 and see what happens. I spent more money on worse things, that's for sure. I don't think the base card itself will hold much in the way of value, graded, ungraded, whatever. But we'll see what happens. I will take a swing at it for the chance, the very small chance at an autograph. But this was just like the icing on the cake of how far overboard can we go on this whole shtick with Brady potentially as a baseball player. There's been some other stuff floating around as well. But like I said, we can knock it, but someone's buying. The boxes are sold out. People are selling through breaks left and right of this stuff. And the sales prices on the Brady singles are absolutely insane. That's a base up at the top there that went for $1,000, just under $1,000. That green refractor to 99 went for $2,500. And then an aqua refractor to 199 went for $1,500 on the same day. This one is currently running at auction right now. This is probably going to go for an astronomical sum of money as well, because we got a little color match action here. Like a Pokemon 151 box in the background. This is an out of 150 blue refractor. This has a day and a half left, or a day and a few hours left on it at time of recording, with 62 bids at $1,250. Any shenanigans going on here? Nope, no zero bidders. What's this top one? Take a little quick peek here. 20% bid activity with this seller. Not what you want to see. Don't know. Could be nothing, could be something. Regardless, the singles are a moving. On the unsold page, there's plenty of activity on all the other ones. Here's a base up for $1,000. 2,500. That's the blue refractor out of 150. That's a bin. That's an auction. And then a bunch of break slots. Break slots are selling for large sums of money. And these cards are hard to hit. There is not a ton of them out there. There's only a few hundred of them. That being said, this is not for me. I'm just not a Tom Brady guy. I get it. He's one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback ever. I don't really care. I'm just not a Tom Brady guy. I'm not a Patriots fan. He is not my, I'm a LeBron guy when it comes to GOATs, not a Tom Brady guy. Not that you can't be both, but he's just not my cup of tea. Yours, more power to you. I can just care less about him. And this, I don't know. It just doesn't, it's weird. It's almost like it's slightly different, I guess. There was like the Babe Ruth retrofractor thing. It just feels like anymore, all these products have to have some sort of gimmick to justify the high prices that we're paying for wax. Bowman Draft, it's the Brady thing. Prior to that, it was the retrofractor. It just feels like we're beginning to see a trend with these products. Listen, I like the gimmick, but MVP buyback, in Topps Chrome. It's a good gimmick, but it's a gimmick. MLB 101 debut patches in Topps Chrome update. I guess it's good that there's an overall product chase. 101 debut patches feels a little bit more, what's the right word I'm looking for here? Just feels more true because it's a Grail baseball card that you're chasing. And it's legitimately a cool card. The Babe Ruth retrofractor feels artificial. This feels artificial, the Tom Brady. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not the biggest prospect guy in the world, so it's not like I'm running out to buy Bowman anyway. I buy some sealed boxes of it, keep it, maybe rip one for the channel, for the content gods or whatever, but I don't know. It just feels like they are relying more and more on gimmicks. Not that the products that they're putting out are bad. Like Topps Chrome was a perfectly fine product. The MVP buyback made it a more enjoyable rip experience because you had an extra layer of chase. But it just feels like they are relying on gimmicks to, I don't want to say inflate the value, but justify the cost that they're charging on this stuff. I would rather see, and not that they would ever do this, I would rather see a product without gimmicks and it be 50% cheaper. But it's more profitable for them to have the gimmick and be able to charge more for the box. So, as always, curious for your thoughts down below. The Fanatics marketing machine is working overtime on this one. You will probably not be seeing me rip a box of Bowman Draft on the channel. Maybe a box of Sapphire if that comes out. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, God, if they put Brady in Sapphire, sheesh. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. Peace.